What is up? What's happening? I'm in the mood to listen to some new music. Y'all might not be aware. I'm sure a lot of you follow a lot of reactors. We actually have to kind of be in the mood to listen to something new so that we can actually give y'all some good content. And I'll be the first to admit I have done a few reactions where I really wasn't in that type of mood, and I've had a few of them that kind of brought me to like, dang, bro, I wasn't even really looking for that. But if you do that for the wrong one, you'll end up just wanting to put that thing in the trash. So a couple of things before we get into this next video. First of all, if you're new to the channel and this is your first time watching, what's up? Salute. Please make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button for me on your way out if you liked it. If you're coming back again, this is your third or fourth time watching me, whatever, and you just haven't got around to hitting that subscribe button and that like button yet, I would sure appreciate it if you would. Or if you keep watching me and you don't like me, don't worry about hitting that subscribe and that like, but I appreciate you coming back and watching every time. Thank you. And shout out to all the first time listeners, all the last time listeners. Got a message on Instagram a little bit earlier today. You'll know who you are. I'm not going to put your name out here by any means, but I want everybody to understand something about me before we even get into this video. All right. I'm not going to be swayed on my belief system. That's first and foremost. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I am a Christian. I believe in Christian principalities, 10 toes, 10 fingers down. If it's biblical, I stand with it. If it's not biblical, I need a minute to process it before I can align myself with it, if I'm going to align myself with it. I got a message on Instagram essentially saying, like, I think that you're a Democrat because of certain words that you use. So he went on this chapter book of text thread, which I don't mind. If y'all want to send me messages like that, I'll get to them. I'll read them. But I was thinking to myself, like, bro, you just wrote 10 chapters before you even realized that I'm not a Democrat. I don't align myself with that party at all. I normally don't align myself with any party, and I try to stay out of politics, at least with my channel, because our goal and our prize is Jesus. So I try to keep, I already have to go out of bounds to grab attention from over here and over here to try to bring it back and say, hey, we're here for Jesus. How are you? You know what I mean? But I don't want to talk about politics, man. I just don't. We just got over an election. I'm super excited about this election. I'm super excited to see what transpires. And I'm super excited to bring you the news that it's God's plan for this election to be what it was. Straight up. So anyway, man, I just wanted to let y'all know that's me. The real me. I'm not going to call myself a Republican. I'm not going to call myself a Democrat. I have Christian friends that get upset with me because I won't call myself a Baptist, or because I won't call myself a Presbyterian, or I won't call myself a whatever. I'm just biblical, dog. Like I am a biblical creature who loves Jesus. And I see a lot of ideology everywhere that I can align with and that I can agree with. And I see a lot of stuff in those same places that I don't. So why would I align myself as in a total why? Well, these people are human that we're talking about. The leaders of these groups, they're human beings. They're imperfect. They're not superheroes. They're not Jesus. But God can use these vessels as tools. I'm not going to go that far down it. But God can use these people as tools to construct his will and put it into play. But we won't go that far down the rabbit hole here. I just wanted to say that. I wanted to let you guys know who y'all are watching. That's it. All right. Now that that's out of the way, we got a couple of things in the queue that I'm really looking forward to getting to, man. Let's see. I think I'm going to do some Tom, bro. I've seen through all my Tom reactions, I've seen a lot of people tell me that I needed to hop on this song called Dirty Money. I've been seeing that since the very beginning, so I'm going to hop onto it. Let's see what Dirty Money is all about. Y'all ready? If y'all are ready, I'm ready. Let's get with it. Yeah. And truly, it's only right after a rant like that at the beginning that I do something like Tom Macdonald anyway, man, because I think that is where, sorry, I think that is where this gentleman came from as far as fandom is concerned. And I love the Hangover Gang, bro. I love him. Like, I want y'all to know, even you, sir, if you are watching this and you know who you are, I'm not hating on you. I'm not displeased with you or anything like that. I just think that it's important for everybody to know on a grand scale, like, where I stand. And I think it's even more so important to understand that I won't be swayed from my belief system, because my belief system is biblical. It's that simple. All right, let's do it. Dirty Money, Tom Macdonald, Tom Tuesday coming a day early this week. Lego. Yeah.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd.
Ooh, he's on one. All right, let me rewind a little bit. First of all, I love this type of flow. I love this type of energy. I love this type of beat. We're in for a treat, I believe.
I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice.
And not for nothing, inside joke from way back. If you've been around for a while and you've been subscribed for a while, then you know that this is an inside joke. But once again, he is not letting that beat build. All in.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news. Ooh, the network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer. And the freedom fighters, I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning, then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black mass, and that's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse.
Bro, killing this, man. I think that this is very ironic that this is the song that came on after my whole speech a second ago at the beginning of this video. But either way, bro, I love this. This is hard. But this is the thing with Tom. I think that why people have the wrong idea about Tom is because they think he's trolling. They think that he is dissing, which he is. Not troll. Well, but this is what I'm trying to say. At the base of all of this, what I have learned about Tom Macdonald is he's talking about this in the music because he cares deeply about it. So he's not calling you an idiot for aligning yourself necessarily. He's trying to paint the picture so that you can see what you're. He's trying to paint the picture so that you can see what you're aligning yourself with. You know what I'm saying? And he does a really good job of that. A really good job of that. This whole first verse, I haven't even gotten into the hook yet, but this whole first verse so far is just, let me give you these facts so that you can see it from the grand scheme, so that it's not like you're not, if you listen to this in full, you've at least heard this side of the story, which we all believe to be the right side of the story, and you can't say you haven't heard it, you know? And this type of stuff can change people's minds.
Cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty.
That's fire.
Fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money.
That's hard.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
They might kill me for this song, it's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a US politician owns the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned, illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets, let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison.
That's true, man. Illegal marijuana means that the kids that are smoking it end up turning into free labor. And whenever you hit the prison system, whenever you go to jail and you get caught up in this loophole, and people don't understand, like, when you get locked up for marijuana, it's not like you're going to serve a massive amount of time for that one charge, right? But when you get locked up for it and you're 16 years old and you get pulled out and you're on probation and then you get a speeding ticket and then you end up going to jail because you're hanging out with somebody that also has marijuana that won't fess up to it, then you got a double charge and then you violated your probation, so you got to go back for 2.5 years to finish your sentence out, and the cycle continues to the cycle continues to rinse and repeat. So that's leveled up through everything, and that's what he's saying here. It's like, you know, everything is a monopoly. It's not about what makes sense. It's not about what's good for the people, right? Because if it was about what's good for the people, nobody cares about marijuana being illegal. I mean, if you do, then I understand. Like, I wouldn't want my kid's bus driver smoking pot on the way to drop my kids off at school or nothing like that. But if you treat it in the form of like alcohol, I can rock with that, man, because it's helped a lot of people. And a lot of people, I don't use THC, but I've seen THC, given my side hustle that I do, I've seen how it's helped so many people. I've seen cancer patients that have gone into remission and all they did different was just smoke weed. So it's not... Marijuana is just a good example of this, by the way. It's not the driving factor, but it's important because, or rather, it's a good example because when you look at marijuana and you look at the structure of the law behind it, you start to realize, like, maybe they're not doing stuff for the greater good of the people. Maybe they're doing stuff, follow the money, for a monopoly, right? And that's the consistency that I've seen amongst our system in general for years and years and years, is if you follow the money, you're going to find out why this is that and that is this.
Into nuclear powers who hate the West isn't privately owned. Illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets, let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations, we have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate.
It's hard, bro. It's hard.
It gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel division. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given, and we don't make any progress.
Bro, that is facts. We're so we're so beneath the ground, bro, that we're gonna celebrate like the small victories, which I think you should do. Let's not get it twisted. I do think you should celebrate small victories. I think that you should. I'm a believer in that. I'm a believer in, like, if you want to lose 100 pounds, you need to celebrate when you lose 10, and then you need to focus on another 10. But what he's saying right here is facts, bro, because it's when you're looking at the whole scale and you're looking at everything that surrounds it. We celebrate these crumbs, then all they're going to give us is crumbs. That's facts, man. I never really thought about it that way, but that's true.
Vision, but if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning.
And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning because it's crumbs. Like I said, bro, if you lose 100 pounds, or if you want to lose 100 pounds, you should celebrate when you lose 10. But if you celebrate when you lose 10 and gain the 10 back, it takes everything away. You're starting back at the beginning. Tom, this is true, bro. I never thought about it in that way, but that's true.
Dollars in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel division. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning.
1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood.
It's all about the money, 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 money,
Sorry.
money.
Every time we make a buck, they take from us.
It's all about the money, 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 money.
Dollar runs our lives until we die.
It's all about the money, 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 money.
It controls your mind, it ain't controlling mine.
Dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill.
It controls your mind. It ain't controlling mine, dog. Sorry. Not sorry. You know? This is hard. I like this bag, bro. I like Tom back. And I know all y'all are going to say, man, I remember back when you weren't going to do no political Tom. But I agree with y'all's original sentiment. I don't necessarily align this as a political side. I think that he's just against the system, which we all should be against the system because the system has refrained from its job of working for us into a place of control where they're trying to control us. And what we have going into 2025 is the hopes and the prayers that prayerfully Donald Trump will turn things around. And that's what we're hopeful for, prayerful for.
The ground. They make profit, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
Shout out to Nova. One time for Nova. I'm excited to see what Nova does in 2025 as well, man. I think that's it. Yup. All right. So, very good. I enjoyed this video and this song. And I love when Tom gets into this pocket flow-wise. Like, the verses, I'm going to hit you upside the head with. The hook, I'm just going to do something to bring together the verses that I'm trying to bring you. But I love when Tom makes beats like this and whenever he flows in this direction. Like, there's a certain pocket that Tom fits in that I really, really rock with, and this is it. This was super dope. But what I love most is the direction that he's trying to teach people about. It's like, no matter what you believe in, these people are compromised. These people that we've been told our whole lives that we should trust to take care of us have been compromised. The government, Big Pharma, the FDA, everybody, they've been compromised. They follow the money. Follow the money, and you'll find out why they do what they do. And that's facts, bro. It's facts. I learned that before I even learned about before COVID even came about. I had learned about that, and it's a sad truth, but it is truth nonetheless. Unfortunately, and unfortunately, I mean, if you're honest with yourself, a lot of people that you know are probably very similar. Your boss that you may have a close relationship with, but if you follow the money, you'll realize money. This is why God tells us that the love for money is the root of all evil, because money can be used as a tool for success and taking care of your family and doing well for yourself. But when you fall in love with money, your principles start to get your principles become a hindrance. So you have to move them. It's like, get these principles out of my way, bro. I don't care about my code, man. I need more money because I love money. Don't do that, because the love of money that's where the root of all evil comes from. That's what the Bible says, is that the love of money is the root of all evil, not money itself. And the only time that I will compromise my principles is for something I love, like my kids or my wife. Like, I might sacrifice one of my principles or compromise one of my principles if it's for the better of my children and my wife. Luckily, I will never have to do that because all of us are aligned in each other's principles, like I said, biblical. But if you have love for money, even over the love of your own family, then your principles and your morale and your code is going to be compromised. So that's what Tom is talking about here. Is just that these leaders of the free world, their principles have been compromised. And it's sad, but it's true. But like I said, man, I enjoy, like I said, moving into 2025, we're prayerful and hopeful that some of this, some change will start to take course. But I really enjoy going over these songs that were happening in the moment then. Like I just did Struggle Jennings and Caitlin Curtis, God, We Need You Now. And bro, I could feel it. You know what I mean? Like, it took me right back to 2020, where it was like, yes, God, please, like, we need you now, you know? And it took me right back to that like a time machine. I almost cried doing that reaction. Gave me chills. The entire reaction, I had chills. So I like doing that with Tom too, where it's like, we're going back to a place where it's like not a lot of hope, you know? And it's cool to see us moving in a different direction, I guess, than what he would have assumed or what I would have assumed or anyone would have assumed. I don't think that any of us were in assumption at that point in time that there's going to be a course of change coming. But I'm glad it's here nonetheless. And that's all praise to God. And we shouldn't be concerned whenever we're in the midst of these trials. We should just have that hope and that trust in God to lead us through the dark times, because he tells us he will. But it's hard. It's easier said than done, right? When you're in those situations, sometimes the humanity in us takes over and we get a little worried. We get a little stressed. We feel a little bit anxious. We just have to remind ourselves, like, God loves us. God's plan for us is for our own good, and we need to learn how to trust in that. And sometimes being derailed from happiness can really lay the foundation of trust for you. So I feel like I was just talking to somebody earlier about rock bottom, and I was like, she was mentioning her rock bottom, and she had really gone through it, and I was like, at least you've gone through rock bottom, because a lot of people don't know what rock bottom is. And I'm thankful for my rock bottom. My rock bottom made me who I am today. But a lot of people never have to face that rock bottom, or they don't know what their rock bottom is. And I think you just learn a lot about trust in something greater than you when you go through those types of situations. So anyway, man, thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button for me. And we'll be back again tomorrow for some Tom Tuesday, man. I haven't forgotten about Tom Tuesday. We're starting to get back into rhythm, get back into routine. You know, I took a couple of weeks and vacate. So I'm excited to kind of get back into a routine and into a rhythm. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow for some Tom Tuesday, all right? Peace.